your Alaska Link weather for Juneau and Southeast.
Oh, we have taken hold of those bright sky conditions here as we rolled into the middle of the week, and we're going to continue more of those bright skies, not only into the end of this week, but more of that even in our extended forecast. But we are noting that here in the early forecast, we are noting that there are some high wind concerns that are sliding down into portions of downtown Juneau, as well as for the Douglas area. Some alerts in place with that threat. But we are noting that we also are going to watch a wave that is lifting in from the south along the coastline of Canada, and it's going to bring some chances for some scattered showers into Saturday from the southern panhandle even up through the Juneau area. Very, very weak system, but it has some chances to bring back some cloudier skies and a few sprinkles. But we're noting that much of our extended forecast shows more of these bright sky conditions. Now, here for our Thursday, we are looking at high tide at 12:34 in the morning and then 12:30 into the afternoon. We will note that the day brings in another above a normal trend from a morning low, even above that freezing mark with the clear skies, and noting an afternoon high of 47. Not breaking a record, but getting closer to those 50s as the southern panhandle definitely going to get a chance to achieve those 50s, especially where those bright skies can hang on. Now, as we have some blue skies in place, note there is some passing cloud cover around at times. We also note that again in the Juneau area, we can see those very strong winds, and potentially even experiencing some over 60 mile per hour gusts out of the northeast. So that does bring that threat of a high wind alert through the local region. Again, downtown Douglas, where downtown Juneau as well as Douglas are some of those two high areas of concern, as these types of winds can create some of that damage. We'll note that generally through the panhandle, there will be found some of those other northeasterly wind gusts, just not as much of that high wind threat that we get with those winds moving their way down into the Juneau area. But we will note that as that wind is picking up, we are seeing that the system from the south is lifting in. That is bringing some of those rain showers there, mainly for the far south coastline there, but overall not looking at really high impacts there. But we'll note that as that little wave lifts through into Friday morning, there's still some sunshine here, but there will be another lift that's going to come into Saturday to bring some shower chances across the panhandle. So overall, just some moving cloud cover in place, so sunshine in the mix as we are just shy of 13 hours of that daylight. With sunshine in the mix, that is going to allow for temperatures to flirt with that 50-degree threshold. So we're really getting some of that springtime feel. We'll note that Thursday and Friday, very similar areas of that sunshine, that mild feel, some passing cloud cover. By end of day Friday, we start to see that next wave lift in, which will even bring some scattered showers up through the Juneau area into Saturday. But then behind that system, we are back to seeing that we have more of that sunshine in the mix that will even usher us into the new month of April.